Welcome to my revision of my American history notes. I'm picking up where I left off last time. On April 18, 1775, General Gage, governor of Massachusetts, sent 700 men from Boston to take the arms and ammunition that had been gathered at Concord. Forewarned by the midnight ride of Paul Revere, William Dawes, and Dr. Samuel Prescott, minute companies of militia called Minute Men, ready to fight on a minute's notice, began gathering. The British advance guard under Major John Pitcairn met Captain John Parker's company of 70 men assembled on Lexington Common. The quote, shot heard round the world brought British volleys. The Americans scattered, leaving 8 dead and 10 wounded. Proceeding to Concord, the British found most of the supplies removed, but they destroyed what remained. Harassed all the way back to Boston by swarms of militiamen, British losses were 73 killed, 174 wounded, and 26 missing. In all, 93 Americans were killed, wounded, or missing. Now, I want to read the first stanza of a good long poem called Paul Revere's Ride by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, which is an historically important poem that you should know about or have read in school. Your kids should have read in school. If not, you should read it to them or get it on the internet now. So, the first stanza goes like this. Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere on the 18th of April in 75. Hardly a man is now alive who remembers that famous day and year. And of course, he said to his friend, if the British march by land or sea from the town tonight, hang a lantern aloft in the belfry arch of the North Church Tower as a signal light. One if by land and two if by sea, and I on the opposite shore will be, ready to ride and spread the alarm through every Middlesex village and farm, for the country folk to be up and to arm. Now, another poem that's very important historically that you should read, and it's called The Concord Hymn by Ralph Waldo Emerson. And it goes like this. By the rude bridge that arched the flood, their flag to April's breeze unfurled. Here once the embattled farmers stood and fired the shot heard round the world. So I hope you'll read those poems in their entirety, and then we'll talk about what the Massachusetts Provincial Congress did next, with Major General Artemus Ward and the response of Rhode Island, Connecticut, and New Hampshire. And then, of course, Colonel Benedict Arnold before he was a traitor. Thank you for watching. Please click like.